we're back with Professor Abromelli.
These times are truly unusual, and there must be a name for it. Ray Kurzweil predicted the singularity, the time where computing would radically change and technology would radically change humanity. And many religions predicted the messianic coming, the first coming, the second coming, and many variations. The resurrection of the dead, nirvana, the variations and interpretations of this great period of time are... Even physicists talk about the world expanding and expanding and expanding till it no longer can, and then perhaps collapsing into a collapsed star and then starting again. This process of expanding, corroding into nothingness and then starting again seems to have themes within history, within our past and within humanity and within the cycles of energy. And it seems these days are at the end of a cycle. The end of the last cycle, the cycle of bureaucracy, the cycle of great growth, rapid growth of humanity, where groups are huge and unbridled, hard to control, and systems are eating and oppressing and corroding and burdening each other. And at this period of time, one wonders what is upon us and what can come next. For all processes and decision processes require names and the structures that name provide in order to carry them through. And this period of time requires names and it requires associations. And the name that can be given to this period of time and that should be given to this period of time, I would say specifically right now, is the age between the old and the new. Between what has been a mixed bag of incredible achievement and also terrible burdens and wars and tragedies, which are now seem to have been sorted through, but finally there remain problems that need to be ironed out so that we as humans could be beneficiaries of these incredible times. And that twilight, that transition process, how it is going to occur into the singularity or until the redemption or into nirvana, that transitional process too, as we are in it, requires a name and meditation on it and what it is. And I believe there is a specific name that the Bible has given to these periods of time. And in the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, it reads, "And you shall count 7 years of Sabbaths, 7 years times 7 times. They shall be for you days of the Sabbath, but of years, 49 years. And you shall pass the shofar in a call on the 7th month of the 10th, on the Day of Atonement. You shall pass a shofar throughout your land, and you shall make holy the 50th year, Shana, Ukaratem, and you shall call Doror, freedom, Ba'aretz, in the land, to all its inhabitants. The Jubilee it shall be to you, and you shall return each person to his estate, and each person to his family you shall return." Jubilee is the year of the 50th year. It shall be to you not to plant your lands or to collect your crops in heaps or at the corners. It is a jubilee. It is holy, it shall be to you. Of the fields you should eat, of what is there. In the year of the Jubilee, in this year of the Jubilee, you shall return, each person, to his estate. Calling the Jubilee in this year 2020 not only fits to the calculations of the rabbis as the genuine date of the Jubilee that had not been counted since the 10 tribes of Israel were exiled from the homeland, and they could not be called all the inheritance of the land to celebrate the Jubilee. But today, in this year, 2020, in a unique period of time where the bureaucracy has become so great and the situation with institutionalization is so burdensome, it is a perfect time in the age of Corona to call a Jubilee, to forgive the debts of the entire country, to let people go from the the clutches of the banks and the financial institutions on people, to free people, to give them the tools to become independent, to give them the tools of technology that they can ensure their income, and to call a Jubilee for a transition point, the beginning of a transition point for humanity, for this country to merge from the surplus that it had, which was burdensome because it was not used properly, to a time that can be fully optimized for human benefit, and can very well be a Jubilee, the Jubilee and the beginning of our redemption.